Ever wondered what ancient philosophers could teach us about keeping our promises? The Stoics, masters of resilience and discipline, have left us a treasure trove of wisdom on this very subject. Welcome to our deep dive into the 16 Stoic Principles for keeping commitments. Before we get started, remember to subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell, so you don't miss out on more life changing insights. Also, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's embark on this journey of commitment, the Stoic way. First, let's get right into it with Principle 1. Understanding your priorities. The Stoics believed that clarity in one's priorities is essential. Imagine you're the captain of a ship sailing through stormy seas. If you lack a clear destination, every wave becomes a potential disaster. Similarly, knowing what matters most helps you steer through life's commitments. When you understand your priorities, you're less likely to break promises because your commitments align with your core values. Principle 2. Embrace the present moment. The Stoics emphasized living in the now. Too often, people break commitments because they are caught up in what might happen, rather than focusing on the task at hand. Think of a runner who constantly looks back over their shoulder. They're bound to trip. By embracing the present, you channel all your energy into fulfilling your promises without distraction. Principle 3. Purposeful Intention. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, often wrote about the importance of intention. When you commit, do so with a clear and steadfast purpose. If your actions are like a well-aimed arrow, they're far more likely to hit their mark. Imagine a craftsman who meticulously plans each step of their project. The end result is always more refined and reliable. Principle 4. Discipline over desire. Stoicism teaches the power of self-mastery over fleeting urges. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think of training for a marathon. The desire may be to rest, but the discipline is to push forward. Keeping commitments requires this level of dedication, prioritizing long-term goals over short-term temptations. Principle 5. Acceptance of fate. The Stoics practiced amor fati, the love of fate. This means accepting what you cannot change and focusing your energy on what you can. For example, if a sudden storm disrupts your plans, a Stoic would adapt and find another way to fulfill their commitments, rather than giving up. Acceptance frees you from frustration, allowing you to stay on course. Principle 6. The power of rational thought. Stoicism places great importance on using reason and logic to guide actions. When facing a commitment, think through the consequences of breaking it. Imagine a chess player who contemplates several moves ahead, foreseeing potential pitfalls and strategies. Clear logical thinking helps in maintaining promises because it foresees and mitigates risks. Principle 7. Emphasize inner virtue over outer success. The Stoics teach that what matters is your inner moral compass, not external validation. This principle is like tending a garden. Care for the soil, your virtues, and the flowers, your actions will bloom. When you focus on being honest, reliable, and diligent, keeping commitments becomes a natural extension of your character. Principle 8. Practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just a modern buzzword. It's a deep-rooted Stoic practice. Being mindful means being aware of your thoughts, actions, and the promises you make. Imagine a watchmaker carefully assembling intricate pieces with full attention. By being mindful, you ensure that your commitments are well considered and within your capacity to keep. Principle 9. Courage to face difficulties. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Keeping commitments often involves facing challenges head on. Think of a sculptor chiseling away at a hard block of marble. It takes effort and persistence. Courage enables you to tackle obstacles that might otherwise cause you to waver on your promises. Principle 10. Consistency and routine. The Stoics advised creating structured routines as a way to foster consistency in actions. Look at athletes who follow strict training schedules. This consistency builds resilience and reliability. By maintaining a routine, you're more likely to keep your commitments because they become an integral part of your daily life. Principle 11. The power of community. Stoic philosophers often discuss the importance of social bonds and mutual aid. When you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, your commitments are reinforced. Imagine being part of a rowing team. Each person's effort contributes to the group's progress. A supportive community holds you accountable and strengthens your resolve. Principle 12. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude in Stoicism isn't just about saying thank you. It's about recognizing the value in everything. When you appreciate the trust others place in you, you're more motivated to keep your commitments. Picture a gardener who values each plant. This care ensures the garden flourishes. Similarly, gratitude for your commitments enhances your dedication to them. Principle 13. Flexibility and adaptability. The Stoics understood that rigidity often leads to failure. Instead, they advocated for adaptability. Think of bamboo, which bends with the wind but doesn't break when unforeseen circumstances arise. Being flexible allows you to adjust your approach while still honoring your commitments. Principle 14. Focus on the common good. Stoicism teaches that our actions should benefit not just ourselves, but others as well. This communal focus underscores the importance of keeping commitments. Consider a firefighter whose primary goal is to save lives, a commitment to the greater good. When your promises serve a higher purpose, they become even more imperative to keep. Principle 15. Reflective self-examination. Daily reflection was a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By regularly examining your actions and commitments, you can identify areas for improvement. Imagine a sailor who frequently checks their course. This ensures they stay on track. Self-examination helps you stay aligned with your commitments and values. Principle 16. The impermanence of life. Finally, the Stoics remind us that life is fleeting. This awareness doesn't lead to despair, but rather to a profound appreciation for the time we have. Picture an hourglass with sand slipping away. Each grain represents a moment. Knowing that time is finite encourages you to make and keep meaningful commitments, as they define the legacy you leave behind. In conclusion, the Stoic principles for keeping commitments provide a comprehensive framework for leading a disciplined and fulfilling life. These principles are not just ancient wisdom, but practical guidelines that can be applied in our modern world. They teach us the importance of clarity, mindfulness, and resilience. As you go about your daily life, remember these principles and let them guide you in fulfilling your promises. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic wisdom. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more insights. Share your thoughts and commitments in the comments below. Let's cultivate a community dedicated to living with purpose and integrity.